Hello, traders, and welcome to tradingwithbill.com. I'm Bill. Good to be with you. It is a Wednesday morning, February 13th. Here we are, another trading day. It's good to see some movement in the markets. When I got up this morning, looked at some charts, and yes, we have weather. Yeah, it looks like the sun's coming out. Fog's burning off. Think it's going to be another good day. However, it's not going to be too warm today. I'm only saying it's going to be about 82 degrees. In our part of the world. And so I was reading the paper, as I do, and actually saying summer starts next month. Yeah, Thailand starts their summer in March. And they're saying that it's actually delayed from last year, but it's going to be hotter. So instead of a high being of like 42, which is like 102, it's going to be 45. Yeah, so we're going to have a hot summer ahead of us. But it's going to be delayed. It's not starting until the end of March. April's our hottest month of the years, I think. In my opinion, it is. April here is unbelievable. Really, really hot. Can't wait till rainy season. I love rainy season. People think I'm nuts. Oh, maybe I am. All right, so what's going on? Good to be at the desk. Some movement in the currency pairs. I see the dollar index took a little dump. That's all right. I don't see anything going on here. So let's get to the economic news today, see what's going on. So I guess the U.S. Averted a shutdown, and that's why they're saying the markets took off. Really? Do you think like the markets really did that? I don't buy it. I'd like to know what this guy said. What did Fed Chair Powell say? Now that I'd be interested to know because I could see the markets going up from that, but these markets moved way earlier than that. So maybe, I don't know. That just seems like really minute for the markets to make the move that they made. So coming up, we have RBNZ interest rate decision, which is like in a half hour, 30 minutes from now. Policy statement, rate statement, but that's always the one that'll get you. And a press conference. So, don't do anything with the Kiwi except sell it. IEA monthly report, tentative out of the States today. Wow, look at this day on the pound. Woohoo! But not much really. CPI month on month, year on year. CPI H year on year, and PPI input. The rest of it is all, it's not going to affect anything. Industrial production out of the Euro. The states, we got building permits. CPI month on month. Goods trades balance, housing starts. Unit labor costs. A couple of FOMC guys jacking. Crude oil inventories, as usual, on a Wednesday. And crushing crude oil inventories. That's about it. So I was in the U.S. markets 2 days ago, and they actually said that LP gas actually made a tick to the upside, and it's been like a long time, like 8 months or something, since natural gas made a tick to the upside. I hadn't looked at it yesterday. I didn't look at it today, but just noteworthy. So let's see if there's anything tomorrow early that we got to worry about. Yeah, well, it's 2:10 in the afternoon on Wall Street. RMB's Governor Orr speaks. Yeah, you might want to watch that. Looks like the Kiwi would just stay away from. And then we got GDP out of Japan early tomorrow morning. All right, so let's take a look at our good old friends in New York. Let's see what happened. Some interesting stuff here. Crude, actually, I was at my desk at the open, and crude jumped like over a dollar. And looks like it's continuing to that upside move here. The dollar index, was it 97.20? Pretty close. Yep, 97.20. And dropped back down to 96.56. And that, to me, seems more logical why we're seeing this move in some of these pairs. But I don't think 96 is a bad number for the dollar index. This, to me, just looks like this might just be for whatever. I just can't think the markets jumped because they're averting a shutdown. I don't know. Gold, not doing much. Got a red candle today. It's still down. It's still in this bearish move. It really hasn't taken out any highs, so it's just hanging out there. The VIX is at 1543 with a green candle start today. ES is on its third up move here to the upside. It's taking out the high, so it did have a nice day yesterday. This starts today. Euro 6E made a pop to the upside. We got a doji start today, but it's early. So that was that move that we'll see on the charts here in just a second. So things are happening. Things are moving. You know, I think some key things to watch, of course, is the strength of the dollar. And, you know, I don't want to hear anybody telling me that the markets are bearish. You know, we're going to get pullbacks. We're definitely going to get pullbacks, but the market is not bearish. Oil is going to be interesting to see. You know, we'd really like to see oil take out that 56 level and head to that 57, 58 area. You know, we'd like to see that. Do I think it's going to happen really fast? No. I think we got some levels here that we're just going to have to watch it and pay attention to as we move forward. Okay, I think oil is going to get stuck here again, and you know, at this 54, 30, 40 area, and then they'll probably come back down again. So we'll just keep an eye out. It's way has a lot of distance up to that 200 exponential moving average, so that is no threat at all. Yeah, isn't it interesting on the ESs that that it hit this 200 exponential moving average, and what the respect that 200 exponential moving average gets is unbelievable. All right, so that's what's gone on in the U.S. Let's get to the charts, my friends. Here we go. The euro dollar. What a surprise. What a surprise. All right, so here we are. I think we're in a good spot here. I really do. I think if this comes down below this 200 exponential moving average, I think you got a nice sell trade there at 13.25, 28, somewhere in there. We got a nice sell trade there. If you're bullish, you know, you'd want to see this take out these highs, right? You want to see it take out these highs, and we can mark that and find a way to get in it, right? So, you know, this is, if it breaks this resistance line, you know, see if you get a break and then a retest. Now that's support, and we can buy it, right? You know, stay with the rules, right? So what are we expecting? You know, if it closes below the 200, we're going to take this down to the 55 exponential moving average at really 31.50, somewhere in there. I think that's a great spot. And of course, at 3100, you would expect this to bounce back again to the upside. It's not a bad look there. Take a look at our Great British Pound. Whoops. Yeah, nothing here, folks. Just, I mean, here's hours we put in the other day, and this is just not doing nothing. Just hanging out, really. It's not making any moves. So not doing anything. I really wouldn't touch this pair. This is in the middle of this range. You know, they do have a lot of data coming, but 90% of it's junk. But I don't know. I think we put the pound on a 24-hour hold. It's got a 24-hour hold on the pound. We can take a look at the New Zealand dollar. Now, you know, folks, you know, there were just some things that are comical in Forex trading. This is one. I don't know, maybe this interest rate, this rate decision, maybe this will do something with this pair. Look at this. It's just what it is. But, I mean, really, do you want to trade this? Right? When this range, you know, it's not done anything. I mean, really, what are you going to do with this? At a minimum, this has to come up to the 200. And the problem there is you're at 67.60, and at 67.50, you're back at support again. So that's not going to work, right? I mean, realistically, that's not going to work. You got to come back up to here. And unless something drastic happens, and I hope it does, you know, I hope they say something that just gives, you know, the Kiwi some power and just jumps back up to that 67, 70 area, and we'll take it down from there. I think that's a great idea. So maybe this news will give this thing a boost to the upside. We can sell it, or it's going to just give a big power jump to the downside. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. Let's take a look at the euro yen. All right, so now we're in some good stuff here. Now, I like some of this stuff that we're looking at. We'd want to sell this, but we don't like this 10 EMA here, right? So this really isn't a resistance level, but it's a high, so it's market. Just keep an eye on it. See if it breaks that high. But, we're looking to sell this now, right? But the euro is a heck of a lot stronger, right, than the yen. So maybe that's not a good idea, right? Maybe that is not a good idea. Let's get rid of that. So maybe the smart thing to do is, why don't we fib this and see if we can get a position to the upside. We're basically going to take it down to the end of that swing right there. Pull this out a little bit. So if you come down to this, you want to come down to the 50% fib, right? So we can come down to this 50% fib, take it to the upside. I don't think that's a bad trade, folks. I've got to be honest with you. I really don't think that is a bad trade at all. So 50% level, we got the 55 EMA there. I think a pop to the upside is a good thing. I don't see anything wrong with that. And yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. But I keep an eye on it, right? I'm all about it. I really am. I'm all about it. While we're here, let's just take a look at the Euro Aussie. Really not in a spot to do anything, right? It's coming into this 55. You got all these EMAs right here. It's sideways. Nothing here. Nothing to write home about. I wouldn't do anything. And the Aussie might follow this Kiwi with all their data coming out. So I'd just be careful. With this pair, when you see this pair go sideways, that's pretty unusual. This pair usually is always in some sort of a direction. Right now, it's not. It was sideways all over here, then it's sideways all over here, and then it's sideways all over here. We want to see this go in one direction or the other, right? We want to see it pop one way or the other. So, yeah, we'll just keep an eye on it. We'll watch it and see how it goes. But I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't do anything. So. And last but not least, let's take a look at the dollar CAD. This thing is tanked. Yeah, look at this, huh? Woohoo! So this is oil, right? This is probably all about oil. So let's see what happens here. If we're looking at this chart technically, really we're looking for a spot to buy this, right? Or you're looking for, I'm a contrarian like nobody knows, but this is not a bad buy. We need a 10 underneath price. Get out here at this 55. There's not a lot of pips there. So at 32.30, we're going to take this up to 32.50. So you're getting 32.56. So you're going to get some good pips there. I think it's a buy opportunity. And let's see if we can get this to the upside. I think we're going to have to see something with the dollar index. I'm going to have to see something with oil before anything's going to happen here. This was really a nice, I hope somebody got this. I haven't even seen this. This was a really nice move to the downside here. Very, very nice. Yeah, really, really nice move. Just took this straight on down. Really, really nice. Traders, thank you so much for being with me today. It's always a pleasure. Traders, always remember to trade smart and not hard. We will catch you bright and early tomorrow morning in Asia. Traders, have a great trading day and see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye now.